not yet even freshened up, but when I was told that Northern Uganda Forum is going on,
yes.
I said this is my identity.
Yes,
I need to
that's
start
right.
from there. Before now, specifically on two issues that Zia Bey has raised through the discussions here, the land question. I believe that for those who have been hearing news from home, His Excellency the President had taken a decision when he visited Acholi during the zonal tour to put in place a judicial commission of inquiry to handle the issue of a land in a park. I think that is the latest update I can put on table. I believe the process is on, but also as I was leaving the country, I saw those pictures again of another clash between the Acholi community and the Madi. But that is the latest. Now, on the question of drugs, we have just passed the anti-narcotics, and I believe very soon we are expecting the President to assent to that bill, because the problem is real, and Parliament thought it wise that it is important for us to also regulate that aspect of our community, because a number of young people are falling prey. So the anti-narcotics has just been passed by Parliament, and it has been sent for assent by the President as required under the Constitution. So basically on those two specific matters,
yeah,
I can say that.
Thank you so much for coming and updating us. I was home a couple of weeks ago and attended a community gathering. I believe it was in Namor, could have been Namor. In any event, the issue of drug came up. And the drug actually that they were talking about that is causing so much grief, especially in the Acholi sub-region, but in northern Uganda generally, was this, it is called denki. That's what they were describing. Apparently this is some form of alcohol that is manufactured. So somebody is actually manufacturing it in a factory and selling it in northern Uganda and especially in the Acholi sub-region. So it's not...
In the Sake.
In the Sake, exactly. So this was the issue that the elders, and so I heard it directly from the elders. That's what they were talking about, denki. Apparently what it does is, after you've taken this, over time, your body begins to swell up, and then you become lethargic, and eventually death is not far behind. And it sounded so drastic, but they said this is, they were witnessing it. So denki, whatever it is that the manufactured name is, I don't know. But the elders were mentioning denki. So
Yes.
Is it called a Drico? Something like that.
yes,
The Drico has been in our market for...
Adrico has been around for more than
Second version
40
of
years.
Adrico.
Yeah.
The original Adrico, at least we grew up knowing. I strongly believe because I am hearing denki from here. Even while I'm home, I did hear about denki. But I think now that one will not fall under the narcotics. That falls under now, I believe, how we handle our standards. So that is an issue that should be formally drawn to the attention of Uganda National Bureau of Standards.
yeah.
And if the local leadership will take it up, especially the local government leadership, including members of parliament from Acholi sub-region, I believe that matter can be formally raised.
So,
I am hearing it for the first time. That's
so
how
on that occasion,
That's how they nickname
on
it.
that occasion, present was Beatrice Unaa, then Achayo, I think is her name, as well as the Minister of Justice, who is here with us at this convention.
I'm informed is around.
Yes. So the Minister of Justice was there, and so they will tell you, because it was a public, issue that was raised very publicly, and so they also listened to the same thing that I listened to.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying under the laws of Uganda, that is an issue that should now be handled by Uganda National Bureau of Standards. because have they met our standards? If they have not, that
Well,
is the
first of
only
all, are
authority
they, first of all,
competent
not
to-
so much
to
meeting
handle
the
matters of
standards, but first of all, are these legal?
Yeah.
See, that's
Yes,
the
yes.
question. Because it appears to me, and what I've observed personally, is that these are not legal. Because I saw the way these drinks arrived in Gulu, and I saw where they were being distributed. I mean, they came from nowhere. Somebody just, he knows when to deliver them, and he knows the people that he's going to
Yes.
give to. He's going to pick up a couple of bags and to sell,
distribute, yeah.
to distribute, and so it's there. You know, it's being manufactured.
So, Mosaic, even the question of legality
Yes.
still falls under the mandate of this authority, because this is
That's
the
right.
authority
That's right. Yeah.
mandated by law to
Yeah.
regulate such.
That's right.
So even the question of legality,
Yeah.
it is still within their mandate,
That's
because they're
right.
the people who are authorizing the usage
Of these things.
of
Yeah.
what we drink,
Yeah.
what we
Yeah.
eat, drugs. Drugs is a National Drug Authority, but
Authority.
on drinks,
Yes.
it is Uganda National Bureau of Standards.
That's right.
So that means they must, first of all, a formal complaint must be raised by the affected community. One bad thing with Ugandans also, we tend to keep quiet.
Yes.
I am sorry
Well,
that I am saying I'm hearing danky dang. All the way, I have traveled over 20 hours hearing danky dang from here. And yet I was in Gulu even recently.
Yes.
I was in Gulu recently with General Tema, Right Honorable Richard Odwong and others.
And nobody talked about
Nobody
that.
talked about
Well,
it. In
Yeah.
Parliament, I've been in Parliament, no one has raised
Yeah,
the matter
now
of
you know.
Denki Deng. The only one that was raised was the one in Arua, which was handled by the Ministry of Trade through also Uganda National Bureau of Standards. And that was about 3 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we have our top-notch editorialist here. And we are hoping that maybe some of this will go through his hands into
No
the
problem.
whispers of
But
the
since
night.
we are all here,
Yeah.
even Honorable
Yeah.
Norbert Mao, we need to take a keen interest.
Absolutely.
We need to take a keen interest.
Okay.
To the best of my recollection, it is only Arua that was raised, but that one again had a different name.
Yeah.
This one is a Luo
But
name,
since you've heard
Denki Deng.
about it right now,
Yeah.
you can
Also,
consult about it.
yes, yeah.
This was in Kitgum.
I think it was Lamu.
Lamu.
Yeah,
Lamu.
yeah, it was in northern Uganda.
It is
Anyway.
part of Kidum as well.
Yeah, part of Kitgum, yeah.
We'll take some keen interest.
Oh, absolutely.
On
And
Denki
who
Deng.
knows,
You
it
know-
might be,
you know
it
some
might
of-
even be in your backyard.
Yeah, true.
You know some of those, let me call it chemicals, those are chemicals.
Yes.
It's not something to be consumed by humans for sure. Even though like UNBS also regulates it, sometimes it's dangerous for human health. So, but I know in Uganda, the most important thing is taxes. Provided they get tax, they don't care about the human health.
No, but you must comply with the safety standards.
Yeah. So,
You must comply with the
but
safety
whenever you
standards.
get like UNBS, so means standards, but someone's dying in the hospital.
Yeah.
And population is,
Yeah.
most of the youth are not productive.
Yeah.
So what do you think about Honorable?
The issue is compliance with the laws. You all know nobody has discredited Uganda on laws. We have one of the best laws.
Yeah.
Probably the challenge is in
Implementation.
implementation.
That's where
But
the
if the laws, we have them.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
implemented.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.